when would you be suing this producer? When would you be going to court? Because there are a lot of infractions, very litigable infractions here, and a life has been lost. So when would your association be suing, and probably be suing, the Producers Association too, for not reining in their producer in this case? Because I hear a lot of talk, and I'm taking at sea as regards the level of negligence that goes on in this country. So we are now saying as an afterthought that hang on a minute. We're saying as an afterthought that, if they provided a dirty jacket or stuff, the actor will have declined and all of that. Whose responsibility was there to ensure that if every security or safety measure was not put in place, the boat doesn't move in the first place? Doesn't that fall on the producer? And that's what I'm saying, where are the litigations going to come? Because I don't think if you guys don't sue each other, this will happen again. If there are no damages paid and people go to jail over this matter, this will happen again. So when are you guys suing? At least if you're able to get to the end of this.
I want to immediately let you know, like Queen, the president of AMP, was just speaking. Our lawyers are already preparing documents because this matter is actionable.
Very good.
I'm only waiting for the small committee we have set up to give me the report on all the things that happened. I also learned that not only the day that Junior Pope died, previous day, they still went on the waters without life jackets. At least the video that Junior Pope showed everybody on Instagram the previous day, people on that boat wearing life jackets. So I'm waiting for this report, and as soon as I get a report now, our lawyers, the Association of Movie Producers will hear from our lawyers. The Adama production will also hear from our lawyers. The other day we had an actor who almost died on set because the producer hired a driver who doesn't have driver's license, who doesn't know how to drive. And while he was reversing, he hit the actor, Emmanuel Ayalogu. It was the guild that took him for treatment, hospital and everything. We spent millions of naira to get him back on track. And the producer was still saying the same thing, that please, this is not a profession for brothers or sisters. It's a business profession. If you're a producer, be a producer, put money down, make your film. If you hire an actor, pay him and he will act. It's not, I beg, do this for me, there's no money.
If we put out anything to the Association of Movie Producers members, they would definitely comply, because before I put out anything, I give it a thought. When we gave a press release about what has happened, I never said anything until I heard from the producer. And I wasn't on ground. The very first person I called when it happened was the president of Actors Guild of Nigeria. And he told me exactly what was going on there. And the thing I asked him was, this producer, what's the person's name? I need to even know if he's my member. And he told me the name. I found out who the person was. I spoke to her and she explained everything that happened. She wasn't there when it happened. She said she was supposed to be there. She wasn't. She was going to pick a hard drive. And by the time she got there, the incident had happened. And when she left, there was somebody in charge of the production. It was a production manager. But we all know that sometimes these crew members are always afraid of these big celebrities, because the production manager told her that they gave Junior Pope a life jacket. But some people were wearing life jackets on that boat. There were 12 of them. When the boat capsized, 7 of them survived. Now, he said they gave him a life jacket. He said it was dirty. Now, my thought was, if it was dirty, as a big celebrity like you, what you're supposed to do is to say, go and wash it or get me a new one, or I'm not going to move. You can walk out of that set, write a petition against that producer, and we will take it up, or even get a police to arrest that producer, because the producer is sending you on a suicide mission. I, for one, am terrified of water. Even if you give me 100 life jackets, I won't go on that river, Niger, for anything, no matter what. And also, we need to also remember, while the producer was not there, there was somebody riding that boat. The boat rider would have insisted on everybody using a life jacket before they get on that boat, or else he will not move. But like I said, it's the way we behave, most Nigerians. It's like we have 10 lives somewhere that when one switches off, we just go and get another one and put in there. Yes, everybody's blaming the producer, and I'm not taking that away, because it's your production. You need to be on top of things. If you know you're not going to be there at every time, which is not possible, get competent people who the actors can listen to. That is what we're saying. But it has happened and it has happened. So we're moving forward and we're trying to make sure that we now put all these safety measures in writing so that if it happens again, the association will just remove themselves from it. All right. Supporting the producer. Okay, what I said when we started was that we're putting more policies and laws. We're going to be putting them in writing. That way, if anything like this happens again, we will suspend that producer immediately. Right now, we don't have such. If you pull out, that won't be fair because there was nothing for her to say, this is what I must do. Right. So, I mean, she's even a breastfeeding mother. She's crying all over the place. You can't just tell her, okay, imagine AGN say, I suspend you. Wait, can I finish? I know what I'm saying. Listen to me, please. Listen to me. Let me finish. Let me land. Let me land, please. Now, everybody is shooting at her. Go to the internet. A lot of lies are on the internet. A lot of people carried fake news, even people that were not there when it happened. She's already traumatized. Imagine she commits suicide today. What will happen? That's what I'm saying. Everybody. Nobody will pay for that. What I'm saying is this. We cannot push her away. We need to do the investigation properly. Get to know exactly what happened before we give her a punishment. I don't believe that you just carry punishment and give to somebody without even... It's 14 days. And I mean, 4 days is already out of this whole panel. Just 10 days. 10 days more. Yes, and they will tell us exactly what happened. Then we'll now give a proper reply to her. For now, we're trying to make sure she doesn't kill herself. You need to see her or speak to her. You will understand what I'm saying about the suspension of the producer by the AGN president. For starters, the AGN president does not have the powers to suspend my producer. His powers starts and end in AGN. My powers starts and end in AMP. And when it comes to suspending production, he also do not have that power. He is not the president of Nollywood. You know, the Federation of Guilds, where we all belong to, are the only ones who can bring out such a directive, and it will be taken seriously because everybody is in the Federation, not a one man standing in one place and just writing letters and just pushing them out there.